Okay, we're live. All right. Hello and welcome to the Console Explosion. I am your host, the Philosopher, coming from Michigan, where it's cold yet again, and I'm joined by my awesome travelers through time here. We have Mr. Tyler.
Hello, I'm Tyler, also known as a video game hunter. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky, and thank you for having me.
Good to have you, buddy. Next we have Ian.
Hey, it's the historic nerd from Meridian, Idaho. Always a pleasure to be back.
Good to have you back. And Mr. Antonio.
Hey, this is Antonio from Guadalajara, Mexico, where I've not have a sleep yet since last podcast.
Oh man, how's the baby?
Not letting me sleep. That's how it is.
How much is meth down there?
What?
How much is meth? I mean, it could help.
Yeah.
Well, short term, but not long term.
Definitely not.
You will be surprised how cheap things are down here sometimes.
That's what I hear. I had some people, when I lived in San Diego, they lived in Mexico and just commuted to work to San Diego.
Yeah.
Saved tons
Some
of
things
money.
some things are much more much cheaper here, but for some reason some others are like way more expensive. Like all the electronic stuff, it's like twice as much here versus in the US or Canada. Well, the US for me.
How much are video
So-
games down there?
As well, probably the equivalent close to like $90 per.
What?
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Oh man,
Yes, it is.
that's crazy.
Yes, it is.
You should buy it.
How far is Guadalajara from San Diego?
From San Diego?
Yeah.
Well, Guadalajara is probably close to the middle of Mexico. So
Oh, all right
that
then.
out.
You're out of luck then. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Sucks to be you.
Yeah. Well, I used to live in in a border town called Nogales, in the border town with Arizona. It's actually such a border town that both Nogales, Mexico, which is Sonora, the state, and Nogales, Arizona, they share the same name. It's actually you cross the line, but you never leave the city. It's the same city, pretty much going from one to the next. And not only that, but everyone speaks Spanish there as well. It's just like it was like back in Mexico still.
It's crazy.
That was pretty cool. Yeah, you were taking this, Arizona, all those states. We're taking them back house by house, man.
Slowly
wait
taking
and
it
see.
back.
You wait and see.
I'll keep watching. I'll observe.
You know, the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo allows you guys to actually live here freely, but we don't really ratify that treaty.
Well, then it doesn't. Then
Just the territory part that lets us keep it is the only part we really respect.
well, yeah. You respect the part that you like, that it's actually
yeah.
good for you. Of course. But anyways,
Sorry,
That's
that
how
was
it
a
is.
my bad.
That was a crazy tantrum, but I was curious. I kind of wanted to hear where this was gonna go. I had to listen to that. But
Yeah.
what I was gonna say before is I know I'm a Street Fighter fan. What do either of you guys play Street Fighter at all? Any of you guys?
A little bit, not too much.
Oh man.
Not the
No.
new ones.
Definitely the new ones. The old ones suck.
No.
What?
Jesus. This is done. We're wrapping it up. We're going home.
What?
No, I'm
What do you mean they suck?
The new ones are a lot more fast than the old ones. The older ones are too slow.
Which version are you talking about?
I don't know. Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo.
Oh man.
So you mean it's so much faster because you're waiting for the loading screen to load? Is that how it's much faster?
I don't know. When I played the new ones, like let's see here, I bought Street Fighter 4 and I loved it. It's so much faster than the one I grew up with.
I love the older ones. Honestly, when I first played 4 years ago, I hated it. I sucked at it. I wound up quitting because this one dude beat me with Dan, and that's like the ultimate insult. So I was like, done. Put the controller down. This is over.
Well, one thing I will say about Street Fighter is I feel like some of the characters feel like too similar to one another, kind of like Ryu and Ken, Akuma, Sakura.
Goken and Dan.
Yeah, those like the only characters I pick. The moveset are pretty much the same.
Yeah, I mean they've done a lot of the characters like Ken and Ryu. You don't notice their differences until you get like really deep into the game. It's
Yeah.
Oh,
it,
believe me, I've been attacked by Street Fighter fans before on YouTube. So yeah, I know.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I'm still pretty much a novice when it comes to fighting games, but I love it and I study it, so I could dig into that all day. But they released a reveal trailer for M Bison, which isn't too surprising.
I mean, it's Bison.
It is. It is. He looks pretty awesome in it. If you guys haven't seen the teaser yet, there's going to be links down below or in the show notes. But he I gotta go into the technical part of it. I have to watch the video again to see for sure. But he did something where he stomped the character on the ground, and that for a fighting game or for Street Fighter is kind of I think this is a first. It's called a OTG and off the ground. If you played Marvel vs. Capcom 3, or Blaze Blue or what else? Guilty Gear maybe? I'm not sure. That's something you can do in those, but in Street Fighter you've never been able to hit the character on the ground, and I don't think they showed that when Chun-Li and Ryu fought. I might be mistaken, but yeah, it looked like they have OTGs in this one, and I'm really curious to see if that's for sure. He looks pretty awesome. I never played the character, but this is really making me want to play it. The way he just turns people purple with his chaos power, his psycho power, not his chaos power.
Yeah, Psycho Power.
Psycho Crusher.
There you go.
It's been a while. I have no clue what it looks like.
Oh man, yeah, there'll be a link. You guys gotta check it out. It's gonna be a good game. You'll hear me gush about it every now and then.
Well, yeah, it's on PlayStation. Of course, it's gonna be good.
You know, Antonio's gonna buy it then.
Yeah. so
Most definitely.
yeah, so now I'm the Sony fanboy, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Thumbnails don't lie.
That's
They never
okay. As long as I get a PS4, man, I don't care.
You guys ever watch the Saturday morning cartoon for Street Fighter?
I did back in the day.
Like, no, Blanca, not the head bite.
Oh, so it's not Street Fighter V?
No, there were the animes that were released that were like basically feature films.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Well,
I have the like one of the anime shows, Street Fighter V, which is not too bad. It's okay.
Yeah, those were probably. This one was like early '90s Saturday morning cartoon, like so a really bad, probably Korean animation studio did it. So it was like alongside almost G.I. Joe, but a bit later.
That's the one where they had the meme of M Bison going yes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I vaguely remember that one compared to the animes, but yes, I did watch those.
Oh, it was god awful.
No.
Anything Street Fighter. It was better than the Van Damme movie though. You gotta give it that.
That's a stretch.
You talking about the live action one?
Yeah.
Oh,
The first live action one.
No, you lost your balls.
Well, the live action video game on PlayStation is not too bad. I kind of like it.
Wasn't that one? Was it Saturn or Sega CD?
It's Saturn and PlayStation.
Oh, okay.
I think I got both of them.
I actually stayed far away from that.
It's not too bad. I like it.
Anytime they make a game based off a movie that's based off a game, I don't touch it. That's just what I made for myself.
You know which game is good based on that criteria? The Double Dragon fighting game for the Neo Geo.
Which is based off the movie?
Yes, this based of the movie. It's a game based. It's a movie game, right? It's a movie based on a game. It's not a game, so yes, it is based from the movie.
Yeah, I think I saw it not too long ago. Didn't the Angry Video Game Nerd did a Let's Play on it?
Of the Neon one? Probably not.
I think he did, like 2 or so weeks ago.
I don't know, but I remember
maybe
playing that on the arcades, and it is a very good fighting game. Very, very good, actually. So in that criteria.
So is that like a gameception then?
Yeah,
a
kind
game
of.
within a movie within a game.
Yes.
Double Dragon Neon was pretty fantastic. I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoyed it. It was the 80s combined into 80s cliches combined into a side-scrolling beat 'em up. It was pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
So you gotta check it out. It did a really good job with that one. You said you played it, right? Have you played it on co-op, Antonio?
The Neon one, the last one they make on the Xbox 360 and PS3.
Yeah.
No, I have not played that one. I've seen it, but I've not played it.
Man, get it now. It was free on PlayStation Plus a while ago.
Oh.
But I got your hopes up for a second. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Like, where? Like, oh no.
No, it was a while ago, and that's when I picked it up, and it was love at first play.
You know what? I like a lot the from the Double Dragons, the one for the Super Nintendo, which is kind of slower, much slower.
Is that Super
version.
Double Dragon?
I think that's how it's called. Yes, and I liked that a lot because it had like a block button that used to be to counter.
Yeah.
Or grab the guys, and I don't know. It just clicked with me, and I know it's not that well regarded because of how slow it is, and how is again there's a lot of slowdown in the game, right? Like the Super Nintendo didn't have that enough, but I don't know. It just clicked with me. That's the version I like the most, which is weird.
I think I played one on Sega Genesis long time ago, back in the 90s.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is one, yes.
Yeah, I think I rented it.
And I think it's a remake of the first one, or the second one from the NES. Well, from the arcade, sorry.
Okay.
Oh.
I believe I played it once. I remember a purple guy, I think one of his moves, he eats someone, spits them out. I don't know if that's the same one I'm thinking of.
I don't recall.
I don't recall that happening, but
okay. Yeah. It's been so long, so.
Yeah, it's Super Double Dragon is my favorite. The one that you're talking about, I think that's my favorite as well.
Yeah, which is weird. Again, it's not regarded, for most guys, for most gamers, that version to be even good one. But I don't know. To me, it just clicked.
Yeah. Well, on the topic of movies turning into games, turning into movies, turning into games, they released some shots of the Warcraft movie, and I think they're doing it the way I hope they do it. And from what I saw from just the pictures, I have to really dig into some of the more into the information, but it looks pretty promising. I'm looking forward to this. What do you guys think of this one?
I have not seen it. Sorry.
Oh man, am I the only Warcraft fan here?
Yes.
No. I am a fan as well. Do you remember a Warcraft animated movie that was supposed to come out a long time ago that was canceled?
I remember an announcement back in like 1998.
Yes, that's the one.
And there's going to be solid CG was the plan.
No. The one I'm talking about was an actual cartoon.
Oh, I missed that one.
Yeah, there's a trailer for that. There should be. Actually, I don't recall where exactly did I see it. I don't know if I saw it in probably the StarCraft Brood War CD, or the original StarCraft had and the CD had several trailers for stuff that was supposed to come out in the future, and I think one of them was that. So I'm not sure if the story is gonna be based on that particular version of what they're gonna do. So.
Yeah, they don't know enough about Warcraft lore to know what they're going for story-wise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know more about Warcraft than World of Warcraft because they expanded in World of Warcraft, right?
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. So there's so much for them to go over that who knows if they're going to start something completely new. Do you think that they would go the route of doing a whole new story arc, or do you think they're going to just rehash something that's already gone over?
Well, I mean, if they just rehash the story, it was Prince Arthas, right, from Warcraft 3.
Right.
I think if they just did that story and put it on film, I think they'd just print money.
Yeah, I agree. That's my favorite arc of everything Warcraft related.
It was pretty epic.
Yeah.
It was. I like StarCraft as well, but it was very similar to me seeing Kerrigan turn into the Brood Queen. Spoilers. That to me that was like a big deal. I don't know if everyone else was the same way about that one, but to me I was a kid. I didn't see a human getting turned into an alien, like getting corrupted like that happening. That's kind of how I felt when I saw with Arthas as well.
Have you played the last StarCraft though?
No, I have the first one. I have StarCraft 2 vanilla, but I don't have Heart of the Swarm. Yeah.
And Heart of the Swarm expands a lot on that, and that might change. No spoilers. That might change a little bit.
Oh man, you got me excited.
So, no, it's actually it's very good. And now Legacy of the Void is coming out. So if you want to pick that out, I think the story itself, I like it a lot. I know many people consider it to be a little cliche. I don't. I like it a lot.
Actually, I have Heart of the Swarm, but I haven't beaten it yet. I watched the leaked ending, though, that they were planning on doing.
Oh
God. I hope it's nothing like that, where they're like, the Zerg are free! Was it anything like that?
No.
Oh, thank God. It was so bad. I was actually scared to keep playing.
Just because of that?
Oh, it was the worst, because apparently the Emperor or whatever had developed this machine to control the Zerg, and Kerrigan had to free the Zerg from it, and they had this whole, like, almost Disney-esque ending. They're like, the Zerg are free! Like, what are the Zerg gonna do? They rape planets. I don't understand what else they're gonna do.
Yeah, well, you gotta keep in mind, though, that the Zerg by themselves, they don't do anything. They need to have an overmind to be controlled. So, yeah, that's part of it, but that's not the ending at all, no.
Yeah, okay, that's good. That's really good.
Okay. Yeah.
So the people who did like Industrial Light and Magic, and for those who don't know, they worked on the CG for I think some of the Star Wars, but also the Pirates of the Caribbean movie. So
and Star Trek.
And Star Trek, thank you. That alone makes me confident in the CG. I'm very picky about the CG. A lot of movies get ruined for me. I think they're gonna go. I want to see the Avatar route where they do a good job of mixing CG where it's appropriate. And if they go that route, because I've never wanted a live action Warcraft because I just didn't think they'd be able to do it right.
Yeah, honestly, I much better rather have it so that it's completely CGI, not combining.
Well, actually, George Lucas, before he stepped down as the head of the Star Wars folks, had developed this system that allowed them to render CG stuff in real time over actors that looked really attractive, so it's probably an expansion of that for the film.
Yeah, if you look at this work, that's what it looks like. It looks like a real actor that has CG makeup, essentially.
Yeah. So it'll probably look better than Beowulf.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the way Avatar worked, but Avatar was part live action as well.
Mm-hmm.
But the avatars themselves, they are actors with the whole thing being CGI. But if it was me, I would much rather have everything be CGI because I'm the same way as you. I get distracted a lot when I see I notice a lot when this is live action, this is CGI. So when everything is CGI, then from the beginning, I'm okay with it.
I don't think the term suspension of disbelief is right here, but yeah, the discrepancy between seeing the CG, like telling what's CG and telling what's not CG, is essentially what causes that disturbance for me, and I would prefer to have it all, especially Warcraft, because I'm already connected to that. Avatar was something different, but with Warcraft, they have a very fantastic in-house like CG studio, like the ones that do.
Yes.
I just want the cutscenes that they make, but an hour long. That would be great to me. But it takes months to do those 10-minute trailers, so or years or whatever, like a whole year to do that 10-minute trailer.
I
think based on the size of the human shoulders alone, they'll have to be CG.
Yeah.
The Warcraft universe, because man, those guys are wearing like shoulder pads all the time.
Yeah. But I agree though, the in-house guys, they're probably the best in the business right there. I remember the Warcraft 3 trailer, man. That got me excited like nothing else probably since then. was great. Yeah, if these guys are involved, this is gonna be great, at least visually.
Yeah, I definitely agree, and they've stepped it up. I loved. I don't know if it's the same people that did Diablo 2, but that's what made me love Blizzard was Diablo. The trailers or the cutscenes back then were very well done for the time. If I go back now, I'm gonna like grossed out, but they've just consistently gotten better and better. And I honestly don't think there's anybody else in the gaming industry that like all around like their cutscenes I feel like are just top notch.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy I think is a close one, but I don't know. It's just something about their trailer overall, not just the CG, but the animation is really good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the camera, everything is just really, really well done, and I think they have the chops to make a full movie if they wanted to and had the budget to. It's not cheap, I understand.
Well, Blizzard makes $160 million a month off their World of Warcraft game alone.
Jeez.
So, I mean, they could literally eat the cost of an entire film if it flopped badly enough.
Yeah. Well, you got to remember as well, they are now part of Activision as well. So
That's true.
So
That's been a while, actually, hasn't it?
They have deep pockets for sure.
Yeah, we'll see how this trailer does or this movie does. I think they'll. I'm hopeful. I'm really hopeful. I don't like to be pessimistic. I like to go to a movie theater and enjoy. So I don't want to go a pessimist. I'm gonna stay optimistic, and hopefully they keep on leaking out more information, and we'll see when the storyline takes place. That'll be awesome.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Didn't Uma Bowl come to Blizzard at one point and try to buy the rights to
Oh,
one of
no.
the movies?
Oh no.
We don't talk about that guy. I think you're right though.
I can't remember what it was, but they straight up told him no because he sucked.
Good. Was it Blizzard
Ah.
who did that?
I think it was Blizzard. I can't remember.
Okay. I do know someone said that to him, which I was very glad. But yeah, he needs to get out.
Yeah.
Get away from video game movies. Stop tainting them with his touch. Man, there's been a lot of movie stuff in the last week or so, like a whole bunch.
Summertime. Of course, there's gonna be a lot of movie stuff.
That's true. That is very true. On the topic of, well, I don't want to insult Jared Leto. I like him as an actor, but some people are not very pleased with him. But some footage of him acting, supposedly, is up on the interwebs right now. We'll have a link to that in the show notes as well. And yeah, it's him getting out of a car, talking to someone, and then just heading out, I believe. But yeah, I've already heard a lot of people are displeased with that. Who here has seen that already?
I have.
What did you think of it?
I'm not big on DC or whatnot. I mean, to me, it's just another Joker. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I wanna wait and see. Honestly, from the pictures, kind of looks gross, but I really, as I said before, these are only pictures. They don't tell much of what the movie is gonna be like or how he's acting. We don't hear him. We don't know what tone of voice he's using. We don't know anything, but only from the pictures. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but again,
Have you seen
benefit
the
of the
video?
doubt to me. I don't see. I only see pictures, not a video.
I'll post a
They
link to
just
that as well.
released the video just now.
Yeah, there's a video of him getting out of a purple Lamborghini. I can't tell for sure, but I'll post a link to that. Ian, did you say you saw it?
Yeah, it's weird to me. I'm wondering where they're going to go with it because it's almost like they're turning him into this like club boy, but it's almost like they're never going to top the performance from The Dark Knight. So they're almost going the Joel Schumacher route by going way more comic booky with it.
Yeah, that might be. Heath Ledger kind of really put a staple in the Joker, the standards of how an actor should be done. So even if he does do well, it seems like I don't know if he'd get the recognition because it's just so different no matter what he does.
Yeah, what's weird is you have all these DC movies that are coming out that have been more aggressively realistic than their predecessors. Like Man of Steel was a bit more realistic. The Batman revamp was a lot more realistic as far as the look and the dark feel of it. And this one, based on the color scheme alone, seems like they're going way more comic booky with it. So I don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
Yeah, we actually talked about this some podcast ago, and yeah, we agree that and I actually like the idea of being more playful with the characters. These are comic books. We should be just the same way as Marvel is doing, which is they're not taking them so seriously as like the freaking Man of Steel movie, which I did not like.
No one did.
I really liked it. Oh shit! Sorry, dog. By that.
Well, your dog disagree.
Yeah, no, and it's weird because that movie either you loved it, or you hated it. I've not heard anyone yet say, it was okay. No one seemed to be in the middle for that movie.
I fell asleep on it.
Well, there we
So
go.
I wasn't.
Now we know it's bad. He fell asleep.
Yeah.
It was so boring. He fell.
A lot longer than I fell asleep in the Avengers, mind you. I didn't wake back up.
I think it's mostly because it's a Superman movie, and he's absolutely not my favorite character at all.
Yeah.
That's probably why I hate the movie.
Too omnipotent for me.
He has too many powers.
Yeah.
That's another turn off.
I'll put it this way: I liked Superman Returns more than the Man of Steel.
I have not seen that one.
That's the one that came out in 2006, I believe. That was very boring.
Is that the one that people hated it, and it's there's one scene when a bullet comes and it stops when it hit his eye?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I have not seen that one.
I like that more than Man of Steel, and that movie was not good.
Okay,
Wait, sorry, I just came back to this. You liked Superman Returns better than Man of Steel?
Yes.
That 3-hour bore fest?
Yes, exactly. That's exactly my point. That's how much I didn't like Man of Steel.
Oh, man.
Dang.
I'm not sure if my dog was agreeing with you guys or not, but she was freaking out, sorry.
I think he was agreeing.
I fell asleep on both those movies, but I would say that Man of Steel was more boring to me than the new one.
Why are you going to the movies if you're going to just fall asleep?
Oh, I mean, I didn't go to the movie theater. I didn't go to the movie theater.
I didn't pay money for that.
Yeah, I didn't pay any money. I was on my couch for those.
Oh,
It's a pass on my. I love going to the movie theater and falling asleep on people.
so you're like, hey, I'm going to pay $8
on
to
people?
fall asleep.
On people.
What?
You're like, here's $20, I'm going to sleep on you.
I don't give them a heads up. I just lean my head right on them.
And they stroke your back and stroke your hair like nighty night.
It's happened a few times. It's happened.
You got to cuddle somewhere.
Mm-hmm. So the DC movies for me, I like Batman. I like those. They were okay to me. I can't say anything bad about them. But as a person who's not a huge DC fan, I have actually really enjoyed the Flash and the Arrow series a lot. They just had their season finale recently. There should be a new episode as of recording this on Tuesday night. But they also released a trailer for a new series called the DC Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh.
And it looks awesome. It has the Flash in it. It has the Arrow in it. He's joining up. They have the Atom, and they also revealed, because before Atom just had his Iron Man suit, but he couldn't shrink. But now they have revealed that he can do the shrinking in the last episode of the Arrow. Like they kind of hinted at it, and then in the trailer they revealed it. They have White Canary, and I'm going to try to keep some of the spoilers, but they have a character called...
spoiled a lot of things for me. I have not seen Arrows. I have not seen Arrow season 3, and I have not seen what was the other one?
The Flash.
The Flash. Yes, I have not seen them. I'm waiting for them to go on Netflix. What's
okay.
So long?
I won't say anything else about that then, but or I won't do any spoilers. But they released some characters, and they also have some villains in there as well from the Flash. I don't think they had any villains from the Arrow in there, but
I have seen season 2 of the Arrow.
Yeah, I don't think anybody is in there, but I'm excited for it. It's 2016, so it has a long way to go. So there's probably gonna be a lot of build up and maybe even a new series along the way before that show. But if you haven't seen the trailer, it's pretty epic. It looks really good. Tyler, don't watch it because there's spoilers.
Yeah.
So they're from the future. Does that mean there's gonna be like Booster Gold in it?
You know what? They reference a character. I can't remember his name right now because I just blanked out. But I think it's the person who taught Booster Gold or something like that. He has like a normal name, but it's not Booster Gold. It's some other dude right now. He played in Doctor Who as well. The actor that played him, but no Booster Gold as of right now.
Okay.
Yeah. I also watched I think an IGN Rewind, and they talked about that as well. And I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It would be kind of cool to have that character in there, but they didn't show him anywhere in that trailer. But I think it's gonna be really good. I'm pretty pumped for it. None of you guys saw that trailer?
I actually just watched it.
Yes. Yes.
So I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, I wonder if they'll Booster Gold, because I always enjoyed him, especially when he got his ass kicked by Doomsday in the Death of Superman comic.
The character in the brown coat is the one I'm referring to. I just can't think of his name right now.
Yeah, I was kind of skipping it to try and get a context for what you were talking about.
Mm-hmm. So I almost actually, yeah, I could have given more spoilers, but I'm glad I didn't because you're only on season 2, man.
Yeah.
Tyler, I need you to catch up so we can talk about this stuff. It's exciting. It's great.
Well, here's the thing. I think I saw episode 1 of season 3 because my friend, who's really big into superheroes or whatnot, he came over and we watched, I think, the first episode. But I don't really have enough time to come home like, okay, let's flip the channel and watch it.
I understand.
It's life, man.
Yeah, I feel you there. I feel you there. It's a bummer.
I have not seen any of the shows, but I've heard a lot of good things about them, so I might do that in the future.
You should. And then we can just have a big conversation about the whole entire series and get caught up. There'll probably be a new series by the time you get caught up, though.
There's going to be Supergirl probably by the time you get caught up.
Yeah, that is very true. And they announced the trailer for that one. And it's the same people. And I'm actually pretty pumped about it.
I don't know much about Supergirl.
Cousin of Kal-El.
Yep.
Nah.
Were they third cousins, so it'd be legal, or no? Well, I guess it's only legal in, like, what, Virginia? I don't...
Well, they might have
Wait,
different
I'm
amount of
confused.
community.
What are we talking about? What's legal?
Oh, marrying your third cousin.
Oh, it's perfectly fine here in Kentucky.
Oh, okay. Where's Metropolis? Is it Kansas? Is it legal there? I don't know.
Maybe they'll hint at it. But so you saw the trailer, right, Ian?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. What about you, Antonio?
I did see it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Any thoughts, first impressions on that video?
Is it on the WB?
I don't think it is, but it's the same people. You know,
Or I guess the WB is something else now. I
think
haven't followed it in a while, but
ABC.
I want to say it is ABC. I saw
okay.
images. YouTube or ABC's YouTube put it up online, which confused me. But yeah, but it's the same people doing. I believe the Arrow and the Flash. So I'm very confident in it.
Yeah. So I watched the trailer and they said she was 24, so I think I give some hope for it not being a relative teen drama.
Right.
But you never know.
Well, they had a lesbian joke already, like all up in there, so maybe it's more adult oriented.
Yeah, honestly, the way the trailer, the first look thing started, I was like, oh no, this is gonna suck balls. But then, it started to, grow on me a little bit as the first thing, as the trailer. Is it a trailer as a first look? How's that called? I don't know. But that thing, after a while, it started getting some momentum, I thought, and it was kind of cool at the end.
Yeah.
I was left intrigued for sure. But the way it started, I mean, if any of you guys listening just clicked out after the first 5 minutes or so, you should watch a little bit more because it starts really lame and then it becomes better.
I definitely agree. It really does. And if you've ever seen any of the when you watch The Flash and the Arrow, you'll see how much better they get throughout the season. Like it doesn't they started off strong in the first season, but it just gets so much better. And I have the same confidence for Supergirl. I've never been a big Supergirl fan, but I'm just a fan of the people who are doing these TV shows, and so I'm just willing to give it the benefit of the doubt just because they've been doing so well with these. And I never really cared for the Arrow. I like the Flash, but I've become interested because of this TV show. You know, I'm not a big DC guy, but these shows are just well done, and I'm not gonna deny them just because I'm a snob or anything. So I think this is gonna be good. I think it's only going to get better. They also reference Superman in the trailer as well. So Superman exists in this universe, so he could potentially be and either have his own show, which I don't think they'll do that route, but he could do crossovers with either the Arrow or any of the other characters, or they could do a Justice League series or lead it into a movie. Do you guys foresee them doing anything like that where they do push it into a movie?
Oh, did you ever see the pilot for the '90s Justice League show?
I did not.
Oh, it's the worst
animated
thing you'll ever. No, it's not animated. It's live action.
Yeah, no, I have
Oh,
not.
it's just the most painful thing you can ever watch.
Oh my. Was there any good superhero movie in the 90s?
I mean, the Flash TV show was pretty good, I thought.
But a movie, do you think, was there any good superhero movies during
was
the
it
90s?
It's only really Batman movies in the '90s.
That's Batman.
Well,
I think Superman was okay back then.
that was the 80s, though. Wasn't it?
You're probably right.
Christopher
Superman?
Reeves, yeah, it was late '80s, yeah.
Make me
Yeah.
feel old. Holy crap.
You're like, God, was that 30 years ago?
Right.
I don't
90s
know.
superhero
I'm not even
movies.
30.
Yeah, I don't know of any. I'm sure there might have been in other countries, perhaps.
I wouldn't count on it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, we'll have to see about that one. I don't know. But superhero movies have been getting better and better. So
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Well, the Marvel, anyway.
yeah. Batman's doing it for DC, but and DC, the TV shows are doing well. Although Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I don't think it did as well, but I did enjoy that show. I think it's getting really, really good. That's another show you guys should watch if you haven't seen it.
No,
I've tried watching it so many times. It just,
Um,
I can't do it.
Oh, man.
It doesn't catch my interest at all.
Maybe it's just me. I didn't think I'd like it, but the more I watched it, the more intriguing it got.
I just love the fact that Marvel right now doesn't have the rights to mutants, so they invented the Inhumans.
Oh, yeah.
I just love that concept right now. And they're even, like, hammering out the ideas of Inhuman movie lines.
But I always thought the Inhumans was already something that it was established in.
I think they were, but I think they're bringing them more forward because they don't have rights to mutants right now.
Yeah, because I think his name was Black Bolt. That character. I don't know too much about him, but I know he's a crazy character.
Yeah.
Did you say Black Bolt?
I did. No, Black Bolt.
Oh yeah, no, okay.
He can talk, but he doesn't because his voice is so loud that just a whisper can cause devastation. Crazy character. He's the leader of the Inhumans, at least the old school Inhumans. I don't know if any of the characters from the original Inhumans is in.
I got a question. How is he the leader if he can't talk?
Hand gestures and sign language.
What if they can't understand sign language?
It's all about power poses, man.
Yeah. Ginyu Force. He watched Dragon Ball Z and learned how to do the Ginyu Force poses and the Saiyaman poses.
I barely watched Dragon Ball Z. I think I mostly watched Dragon Ball.
Okay, well then my jokes go over your head then.
They were
Most
pretty good, I
likely.
thought.
Except for the fusion, I saw the Boo saga. I saw Frieza and a little bit of.
Wait, you said the Frieza and you don't remember the Ginyu Force?
Well, the Frieza one they kept doing reruns on.
Oh, okay, so you probably missed all the
Yeah,
Ginyu Force ones.
I really wanted to see the androids.
Oh
Because
yeah,
I,
the Cell
because
Saga.
I
Cell
saw
Saga? Yeah, that was a
I
good one.
saw the Trunk movie where it's the future and Goku's dead, and
Mm-hmm.
I remember it being a really good movie.
The
And,
history of Trunks.
yeah, and I was really looking forward to the to the androids, but again, they restarted the whole show again.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, to me, the Freezer saga should have been the end of the DBC. To me, because that's where you had like the strongest ever thing in the universe. You get to be the Super Saiyans, which is supposed to be the legend and whatnot. Because after that, everything else that was building to it is void and null now. Now, Super Saiyan, it's everyone is Super Saiyan. Everyone can be, even though it's supposed to be a legend, it's supposed to be only one and whatnot. Now everyone does it, and now we have androids from the future. I don't know.
It did become a novelty after the Frieza saga.
Yeah. So
Or after the Cell Saga. After the Cell Saga, I think it really became a novelty.
well, even before that, right? I mean,
That
I don't
is true. I thought about that. Was it once upon a time? Super Saiyan used to be legendary, and all of a sudden everyone can do it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, DBZ's always been about pushing the limits beyond where they're at. So there's no set level to how high these people can go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where Dragon Ball, it seemed like they were doing the same thing. It was just more incremental in Dragon Ball. Where Dragon Ball Z just took it to this whole like 90s rock metal kind of thing.
Right. And even in Dragon Ball Z, the fact that they became... I'm kind of defending and attacking at the same time, but it's not... If you know how Saiyans work, it's not too far-fetched even in that storyline, because if they lose a battle and they survive, they get stronger because of it.
Mm-hmm.
And, they constantly get their asses whipped by, Cell beats their ass, and so, they're all fighting opponents at the same level. So, they're going to get stronger. Now, Kid Trunks and Kid Goten, when they're just training and they just pop it off all willy-nilly like it's the thing to do, that made me kind of questionable. But I mean, both their dads were Super Saiyans, and I don't know how that worked out. But Gohan, Vegeta, and Future Trunks and Goku, those were believable in the Frieza saga or the Cell saga. But once you start going to the Buu saga and all that stuff, it got kind of crazy.
Well, I mean, the new DBZ show, aren't they? Or is it the new DBZ movie they're bringing back Frieza?
Both movie and also a show.
Really? Do we need Frieza again?
It's a return of F.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like Star Trek and Khan. If you got one good enemy, you got to keep bringing it back.
I don't know Star Trek.
Oh,
man.
Sorry.
I do know Q. Q was played by John Delansky. John Delansky plays Discord in My Little Pony.
The dragon thing, right?
Yeah. The creature was different animal parts. He's awesome.
Oh, he's a chimera then.
What? I don't know. That's all I know about Star Trek, except for Captain Kirk.
Yeah, close enough. You got it. That's all most people know about Star Trek.
Oh man. Well, another person from Star Trek, Simon Pegg. I read about this earlier, but I didn't really go into too much detail. But Simon Pegg thinks comic book movies are dumbing down cinema.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. I I'd like to just sit down and talk to this character and see what he thinks. But before I share my opinion, what do you guys think about that?
This is a stupid comment.
Yeah. Do you think it was taken out of context?
Hmm.
Well, the funny thing is Simon Pegg actually released an apology about that on his own website.
But not,
His big mouth.
Yeah.
is he saying like there's no originality anymore, or?
No, dumbing down is different than originality, right? He's saying that those movies, if you were to take his words just like that, dumbing down the industry, it's like you know, the same thing is always said for every medium, right? There's always some genre or anything that always people consider to dumb down their medium for books, for video games, for everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I just kind of fail to understand what he's trying to say.
Yeah,
Right.
that's why it's a stupid comment.
Yeah, I mean, he did say that he is a fan of science fiction, and I'm not a fan of generalization. So, certain movies, I mean, I guess I can see what he's saying, but I've seen, you can't see it now because we're in it, but sci-fi, in my opinion, has really shaped the way our technology has moved towards. You know, there's a person who creates a story, and we have this technology, like I'm trying to think of like cell phones for one thing. Like in movies back in the day, they had phones, wireless phones. They weren't called that in the movies, but it sparks someone's imagination and thinks, I want that. They didn't have the idea, they didn't have the original idea, but they had the mind to create that thing. And I feel sci-fi, even still today, even though we don't see it right now, is still shaping in some part our technology. Now, how you use it is up to you. Like a cell phone, some people use it for business, some people just use it to post selfies. But
yeah, the comment though was about superhero movies, not sci-fi movies, right? Though, right?
he was talking about the Hulk fighting a robot. And
yeah, I mean, you have a guy who, when he gets angry, he becomes a green monster. What's his point? It's just.
Yeah, that's not even sci-fi in my opinion though, because that is a comic book movie.
Yeah.
It's fantasy almost.
Well, it's like Star Wars versus Star Trek, where you have Star Trek, which is science fantasy, you have Star Wars, which is fantasy, and then Star Trek, which is more based in science reality.
Right. Yeah. But that just seems like a stretch, And that movie was made for entertainment. I don't go to see Avengers for deep, profound enlightenment. You kind of know what you're getting into before you go to see it. But there are other sci-fi movies that do make you think and make you consider things. A movie I enjoyed, Interstellar. I thought that was a profound movie. That they did really well with mixing some of science, like real science, with their version of what could happen in a black hole and so on. And that's a fairly recent sci-fi movie, and I don't think that was dumbed down.
See, what I love about that movie is the fact that people either love it or they just plain don't understand it.
Yeah.
Which is the best part about it. Which I think means you made a decent enough film where people just don't know how to react to it.
Mm-hmm. What was your take on it?
I really enjoyed it. To me, I grew up watching 2001: A Space Odyssey. So the music and the way they did the shots with the spinning rotations of the ship were just beautifully done, and to me, it was like a perfect homage to the older films.
Right.
Yeah, visually, it was a spectacle to see for sure. The whole movie visually is just unparalleled for sure. There are some moments that make you raise your eyebrow, right? Like, how is that? No, but but in the end though, you cannot make a movie with the concept of Interstellar and not have those types of moments, right? Where logic really doesn't. You have to make some compromises to make a movie work.
For sure.
Well, what was nice about that film, though, is he actually hired think groups to come up with the science required for these ideas and what would happen when gravity in a black hole and how it would impact time. So from what I understand, at least the physicist people I know say it's somewhat accurate in that regard. What I loved was the fact they built the TARS, which were the repurposed military robots, which were almost like Swiss Army knives.
Yeah, those things are crazy. I loved
that. That was awesome.
I want to say that's one of my favorite robots ever.
And the fact that it was practical effect made out of stainless steel, partially practical effect, and the actors had to carry those things around the set. That kind of amused me.
Oh man, and the personality was really cool. It didn't have the stupid robotic voice. It was very human-esque, but made it known that it was a robot. It was a character that actually, in some way, I connected with. It was really cool. Like I had emotions for that character. I think the voice actor did a great job, and the way it worked, the weird tube, it looked like a thwomp at times.
Well, that actor was actually carrying the suit around.
The same actor? The voice actor?
The voice actor was, yeah.
Wow.
So he was there on set with these witty banters.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know which part I this is gonna be spoilers for anyone who's not seen the movie, but
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
No.
Are you planning to see it?
I don't know what we're talking about. We're talking about sci-fi.
Interstellar.
We're talking about sci-fi. I was like, oh wait, we're talking about sci-fi. Oh, I'm going to do something else nerdy.
In any case, just don't hear anything. In any case, I just spoilers. But one thing that bothered me to no end was when the guy finally makes it. Well, they grab him, right, and they make it back to whatever station they have there, and there's the daughter, right? She's already old, that I have no problem with that. What I have problems with is when he goes in to see her, and they have all the family there. No one seemed to care who this guy was, right? It's like, oh yeah. No one even say hi. If it was my family or any other family, would say, "Oh, this is the guy. This is your father. Oh my God!" And everyone would be like, surrounding him, asking him questions and whatnot. But everyone was like stoic, like, "Yeah, this guy, whatever."
Well, I mean, they invented space travel, so they're probably like, time travel, whatever.
Yeah, whatever, this guy.
Whatever, bro.
No big deal.
That part to me was like, that didn't make sense to me at all. Like why? I don't know. That part to me really, honestly, almost killed the movie just because of that.
Yeah,
but,
I want to say I noticed that too. And family part aside, isn't he partially the savior of humanity?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, but his daughter took all the credit, though.
Oh, you're right.
Because he gave her the data to solve the equation.
Mm-hmm.
So no one really knew, huh?
No,
well, how would they? They're like, well, the second hand on a clock told me, and they'd be like, what?
No, but they did have the museum there that was the old house, and they explained that right there. And they actually, when the guys who don't even are not family of him, they acknowledge that. Well, he is the guy who started the whole thing. But again, that whole family dynamic, to me, was baffling to no end. And also when he sees the daughter, it was like the daughter sees him. For all these years, he wanted to see him, and it's like, hey, how are you doing? Now go ahead and rescue the other girl. Bye.
Like, I guess it's almost like an allegory of never meet your heroes. So, like, he was her hero her entire life, and then she finally met him, and it was like, oh, he's just a man.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't know. The first reaction would not be that, right? It's like, oh yeah, whatever, this guy. I
actually didn't think about that in the theater, but that's kind of a great thing to consider. That's kind of ruining the movie for me now.
Yeah, in the theater, and that's the most horrible part. That's at the end, right at the end. It's like I was on board with this movie, right? Okay, I like it. Yeah, as I said, there are some eyebrowing moments that even if the signs, it's true, the motivations, they're not really there in some cases. But I was able to just, go through it. I don't care. But that last part is like, what's happening here? Why are no one's reacting to him?
Why does no one care this man's from the past?
Why no? Yeah, why does no one care? It's like, what's going on? And no one. He goes out. It's like I was still waiting for someone to say, "Oh yeah, that's the guy from the past," or something. No one acknowledged that. That was really disappointing in that part.
Yeah, and yeah, oh man, That is, it's not ruining it for me, but that part is really grating at me because he's a fucking conundrum. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's some sort of celebrity because the mission that he went on, they knew. So even if they didn't know the truth, when he came back and they saw, like, wait, I thought you died years ago, years and years ago. What are you doing younger than your daughter? I don't understand. Like,
yeah. Well,
too many questions.
Yeah, but also again, the family. Why doesn't the family care who this guy is? I mean, if you were to today, your grandfather walks from the door and he's younger than you, wouldn't you be like, oh fuck, and asking questions and be like, oh my god, what's going on here? You know, in that movie, it's like, meh, I've seen better stuff before. I don't know. I don't know. That part to me was really, really not annoying. Very annoying.
An ending can really
Yeah.
ruin like the overall experience. It's like having a date, and it's going great the whole entire time, and then all of a sudden, she just punches you in the face.
What kind of dates are you going to?
Man, you don't want to know. You don't want to know.
The kind of date you got to pay for?
Exactly. Exactly. And you think a goodnight kiss would be okay, but it's not. It's against policy, apparently. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. No,
Read the signs, man. Read the signs.
She didn't come with any signs. Didn't tell me this stuff.
Didn't telegraph the punch for you?
Nope, not at all. I think she took MMA classes.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Pretty sure that's what it was.
The shoulders, man. The shoulders always give up the punch.
This is true. This is true. But Tony Jaa, I'll just throw this in here. He does a quick video with a Kimbo Slice and teaches people how to throw a punch without not foreshadowing. I can't think of the word. Yes, telegraphing your punch. It's a short video, but it's actually kind of educational if you're into fighting. So I'll just leave that there. I'll try to find, if I can find the link, I will leave it in the description down below for you guys. Also, I want to know, like the conversation about Interstellar. What do you guys think about the ending? Did that bother you? Did that not bother you? Do you not care? Are you?
The answer is yes.
No, I don't know what it is.
I give you a hint, guys. The answer is yes.
It is yes.
Well, you're like me. You don't even know what this movie is.
Still, the answer is yes.
Did you ever watch 2001?
I saw Interstellar 55, that Daft Punk anime movie.
Hey,
Oh, that's something. That's good. That's close enough.
I'm gonna listen to that after we're done now. Thanks.
You're welcome. We'll all watch the movie together.
Oh man, what was great was I remember watching those videos back in 2002 when those came out, 2001.
One more time.
And I had no idea there was an end. I had no idea there was an end to it, and I discovered 3 years ago that there were an ending. And I'm like, I had been wondering what happened for a decade.
I actually bought the DVD back in 2007.
I didn't even know there was a DVD. I found it on YouTube.
Well, yeah there's a DVD, but they ceased the distribution, and I think they just now came out again.
Dang, I love Daft Punk. It's like one of my favorite bands ever.
Yeah, but now everyone knows who they are after they came out with the latest CD.
Which one is that? You mean yeah, with Pharrell.
Up all night to get whatever it was called.
Yeah, it seems like I would never talk about Daft Punk in school, and no one did not know who they were. It wasn't until they came out with that CD. Now everyone knows who they are.
Which is funny because they did a song with Pharrell years ago, the Neptunes, which Pharrell was a part of years ago, which was a Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger remix.
I thought that's Kanye West.
No, years ago, probably maybe 10 years before that song. Not that one, but they did collaborate with Kanye West for that one, yeah. Okay. But no, it was Pharrell was singing on the video. I actually like the remix, but I am digressing. So I love Daft Punk, so I could talk about them all day. He got me on the note of the awesome music. But more on that never. Actually, probably we'll talk about it again, I'm sure. But Mr. Tyler, if you would like to take it away and let us know where we can find you.
Yes, you can find me on Facebook, the Video Game Hunter, Twitter, VGH32, and I would draw cartoons once in a while at deviantart.com, Video Game Hunter.
All right.
Yeah, if you cared about my ramblings, you can find me at historicnerd.com or my Facebook or the Twitter, which is historicalnerd.com, because Historic Nerd was taken by somebody. But you can find me.
And if you thought that the answer was yes to the Interstellar question, you can find me on YouTube. You can find Gokado Retro Reviews, Gokado as in Gokado, or Twitter at Gokadito, which is Gokadito.
You should also do a review for Interstellar, just for the sake of it.
Yeah, just to talk about the ending.
Yes, I might just do it. I don't know. But you can also find me on Facebook and Twitter at The Philosopher. I do have a YouTube account now and starting to do some Let's Plays and other videos soon to come. You can find me at The Philosopher. That should be what you need. And I'll put links to all of our social media links down below in the comments or in the show notes. We are also live on not SoundCloud. I can't even say the words right now. Oh my goodness gracious.
You promoted the wrong people.
I'm promoting the wrong people. No, Mixcloud is the name. Not SoundCloud. Mixcloud is where you can also find us, so you can listen to us on the go, or you can go to mixcloud.com. We'll give you links in the description below for that as well. And then you can also check out the consoleexplosion.com for all of your nerdy needs. Go there, and we're also starting a multi-channel community. If you don't know what that is, check out the link down below. I'll tell you all about it. Join our community. You can also talk to us. We have our individual forums on the website now, so you can get to know us a little bit better on a personal level. And start a conversation, give us ideas, suggestions on what you want to hear or what we should talk about in the podcast or any of the different videos that we do on our different accounts. And yeah, my name is The Philosopher once again, coming from Michigan, and thank you guys for joining me. We'll see you in the next one.